This is Dabu7 talking about the global food supply here, as summer and spring had offered us an opportunity to get out there and grow our own food. Going into the winter, a lot of people are going to be leaning heavily on supply chains, on grocery stores, on farmers. And what we're seeing here is that there is indeed a shortage globally. Now, the UN had come out and had made these statements here not too long ago saying that the world would face famines of biblical proportions. I'm not so sure that many people caught that or heard that warning that they said. So much news floating around every day and happening, all these alerts and warnings. But this is kind of like the slow kill. Like when I talk about the frog slowly getting cooked and not realizing it. The shelves are becoming barren. And this is happening in many different cities. Now, your city may go to the store, may look fine. But I'm telling you, from the feedback that I get from all across the world, people are telling me they're walking in stores in their hometowns, and it doesn't make sense why some of the shelves are cleared out when there's no rush, there's no massive lines, and you have these big corporations saying that they're stockpiling, like your Walmarts and your Krogers. But yet you walk into the store, some of the shelves are empty and they're limiting items, and yet there's no rush on items. Other places seem to be moving along just fine. It just seems to me that the bigger corporations are going along with this whole thing globally, step by step, even when it comes down to rationing food. As I had said many times before, I feel like we're still in beta mode with all these beta tests happening here throughout this whole thing. One area that I want to point out is South America. They're now saying that from Mexico City all the way down to the southern tip of South America, there are food shortages, with obviously the poorest areas getting hit the hardest. So this is pretty widespread, and we can be affected by this big time here in America as well. And it could creep up on us out of nowhere as the dollar loses buying power and becomes weaker, and food becomes more scarce, and the price naturally starts to inflate. There's going to be a crossroad between the two where the dollar's coming down and the prices of food are going up, and it's going to catch people off guard. So once again, if you don't have a plan out there for food storage, please get one. Whether it's freeze-dried food to get through 6 months, or you're making a garden, a greenhouse to get through the winter. Something's got to be done from here. Cannot be just depending on these grocery chains. So, show some support to your local farmers. That will go a long way, that's for sure. And it'll help keep them in business and help keep you with fresh food in town. I'll leave a link, and I'm going to break this down further on the next live stream. So make sure to join me over here on D-Live, going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. The gloves come off over here, and that's a fact, Jack. Hope to see you guys here. Much love.